Next, I'd like to call up Alondra Martinez, who will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Alondra. What a beautiful song. Next, I'd like to call up our 2024 Grand Marshal, U.S. Navy Captain, retired, Adon Covarrubias.
Good morning, Central Valley. How are we all doing today? I can feel the excitement in the air. We are close. Today I have the great pleasure of introducing the Grand Marshal for 2025 for our parade, Judge Glenda Allen Hill. Judge Hill of the Fresno Superior Court is currently assigned to the Family Law Division of the court. In her earlier years, Judge Allen Hill served in the United States Air Force as an active duty JAG from 1984 to 1988, and then a reserve officer until honorably discharged in 1990 with the rank of captain. Growing up in the Los Angeles area, she would hear stories of her father and uncles who were drafted and served in World War II. She is a graduate of the University of California.
Here I am, 12 days after the burial of my wife's grandmother, June Chamberlain, here at the San Joaquin Valley National Cemetery in Santa Nella, next to her husband, Jack Chamberlain, who was a veteran in World War II. That we do not remind ourselves of the families who give to our country and allow us to have these freedoms. And so here I am reminded that if it was not for my grandmother's commitment to our country, that she would not have a daughter who would have married a veteran of the Vietnam War, who was the oldest of 10, who decided to commit to himself time and time again. My father-in-law served 4 tours in Vietnam because he was the oldest of 10 and did not want to allow his brothers to serve us and future generations, that we have a responsibility to make sure that we remember the sacrifice.
You're better than that, right? Everybody's ready for a parade and to celebrate the men and women who have served our nation with great honor and distinction throughout our history. That is what Veterans Day is all about. And this is the 106th annual Veterans Day Parade here in Fresno. Isn't that incredible? You think about all the generations before that have been part of this effort. And we take this moment to honor those brave men and women and their families, because their families sacrifice as well, who've served our nation. to protect our freedoms and the values that we hold most dear as a nation. Next year, celebrating our 250th anniversary. From Valley Forge to Gettysburg, the landing at Normandy, the wars in Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf War, Afghanistan, no matter which conflict we speak of. And later this month, we're going to have an incredible documentary, a Ken Burns special on the Revolutionary War. I urge all of you to see it, because it really marks the beginning of what next year will be the 250th anniversary of the greatest nation on earth, the oldest democracy in the world. So today, but every day, we should take the opportunity to honor those veterans and their families and pay the deepest respect and gratitude.
Thank you for your watching. Thank you. See you next time. Thank you. Thank you. See you next time.